to point the finger at somebody. I mean, I think that it's just that when I talk about the numbers that I'm doing, I'm really doing. It's not like, you know how the young kids say now, capping, or we used to say fronting, so ain't no future in your fronting, but whatever I talk about is what I've done.
How does that guy not pay taxes? How do the people around him, how do the lawyers that I'm sure that he employs, the financial people that are probably running his life, telling him to stop spending $1 million a day, how do they not deal with his taxes?
But the great thing just about me is that I was able to capitalize off the hate. And it was motivation for me to go out there and work hard.
Floyd Mayweather, once hailed as the highest-paid athlete in the world, now faces a stunning financial downfall. His $750 million empire, comprising luxury properties, exotic cars, and 3 private jets, has reportedly been frozen or seized. Mayweather stated that he has spoken with his legal team and remains hopeful, saying, "When everything is okay, I'll take them back." The former champion claims ownership of multiple properties worldwide and maintains that the current situation is temporary. However, reports suggest mounting financial pressure, legal complications, and mismanagement may have led to this crisis. What was once flaunted as a symbol of unmatched success now stands at risk. While Mayweather insists it's not over, the silence of his assets paints a different picture, a reminder that wealth without stability can vanish overnight, even for the undefeated.
I have a tax attorney that takes care of everything when everything is okay. I still got my private jets. Let me put an S on that because I got 3 of them. Still got my private jets. I still have all my beautiful homes, still have all my properties everywhere.
Over the years, Floyd Mayweather has expanded far beyond the boxing ring, investing heavily in real estate, particularly in New York City. In one of his interviews, Floyd shared that he owns 9 skyscrapers in New York alone, including a building known as Summit, which is considered one of the tallest commercial buildings in the world. He revealed that he's been working with SL Green, a major real estate firm, for several years. He credited Andrew Mathias, a key figure at SL Green, for mentoring him on the business side of real estate. During a walk through the city, Andrew pointed out multiple buildings they owned, showing Floyd the long-term value of investing in property.
I don't always talk about different things that I'm doing. You know, what I'm working on right now in New York City, I know you guys, if you guys haven't seen one of my buildings, is One Summit, you know.
Yes.
You know, it's actually it's one of the tallest commercial buildings in the world. So just in New York alone, I got 9 skyscrapers.
Yeah. What's the address of that building?
I don't know that one by heart. So what I'm working on, I want you guys to know this. I got a casino coming to New York City in Times Square.
Wow.
You part of that, yeah.
Clap it up for that. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Big. That's big.
That's huge.
I just saw that, Caesars.
Yes, I got a casino. SL Green is a company that I've been working with.
Floyd recalled a powerful lesson from that day. Athletes earn money when they're active, whether boxing, playing football, or basketball. But with real estate in New York, money is earned even while you sleep. Inspired by that, Floyd started with an initial investment of around $5 million years ago. Although it was a small percentage of his net worth at the time, it marked the beginning of his journey into luxury property ownership. In addition to his buildings, Floyd also revealed that he's now part of a major upcoming casino project in Times Square, in partnership with Caesars. These investments highlight his shift toward long-term passive income and wealth building. From private jets and luxury cars to skyscrapers and commercial property, Mayweather built an empire based on strategic moves, not just flashy spending. His real estate investments reflect not only his wealth, but also his understanding of financial growth beyond sports.
For so many years. And Andrew Mathias, you know, great business guy. This is what he told me one day. We took a walk. We was in New York. We was taking a walk. He said, "You see that building right there?" He said, "Yeah." We said, "We own that. You see this building? We own it." So we was walking and walking. Then he said, "You know, a boxer makes money when he boxing. A football player makes money when he playing football. Basketball player makes money when he playing basketball." He said, "But New York real estate, you make money when you sleep."
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes.
That's a bar.
That's a big one.
So I said, okay. So I started off something small with him in the beginning. You know, I started off probably $5 million. That was just in the beginning. That was years ago.
Floyd Mayweather has continued to grow his real estate portfolio with a massive purchase of 62 apartments in New York City. This recent investment, reportedly worth $402 million, marks one of his boldest financial moves to date. Known for his high-profile lifestyle, Floyd didn't shy away from sharing glimpses of his acquisitions, including the reveal of his second private jet. These properties are not just residential spaces, they represent a strategic shift in Floyd's investment focus toward high-value, income-generating assets. The scale of the purchase suggests he's targeting premium locations, likely aiming for long-term appreciation and rental income. His willingness to spend hundreds of millions in a single transaction shows strong confidence in the New York real estate market. At a time when most retired athletes settle into low-risk ventures, Floyd continues to make headlines with his aggressive approach to wealth building. His public display of success, jets, properties, and more isn't just about luxury, but also about cementing his image as a businessman beyond the boxing ring. This $402 million purchase isn't just another flashy move, it's a statement of dominance in the investment world, adding another chapter to Mayweather's financial journey.
Floyd Money Mayweather just bought 60 buildings in Manhattan for $402 million. It's one of the largest deals this year, and the purchase is for 60 buildings and over 1,000 affordable housing apartments, making the average cost per unit $402,000. Before this, Floyd already had a massive real estate portfolio of over $200 million, including 9 skyscrapers in New York City. This new deal, involving over 60 buildings, is located in Upper Manhattan, and all these properties will fall under Article 9 tax exemption, which means as long as 2/3 of the apartments stay affordable housing, they can collect tax breaks for the next 40 years. And even though Floyd just spent $500 million, he just showed off his new $65 million carbon fiber jet. And the wild part is, this is his second plane and small plane. He also owns a massive Gulfstream 650. But his new plane is pretty sweet. It's a 12-seater equipped with everything you can imagine, including gold cup holders.
50 Cent recently opened up about his past friendship with Floyd Mayweather, revealing a troubling chapter in their relationship. When Floyd was facing jail time, he turned to 50 Cent for help. The boxer asked his friend to manage his business, including Mayweather Promotions, during his absence. Out of loyalty and friendship, 50 Cent not only agreed to oversee Floyd's empire, but also invested his own money into the business.
50 Cent and Mayweather.
Yeah.
This looked like a friendship that was going to last a lifetime. What the hell happened?
As he was actually going into jail, he asked me to help him with Mayweather Promotions. As he actually got in and I took a look, I realized there is no Mayweather Promotions. There's no LLC. So technically, Floyd is a golden boy fighter. They build the whole show.
Yeah.
When he comes home, there's the Let's Get Floyd Back in Pocket campaign, where, it's $300,000 chains being bought and buying a new Lamborghini and all these new things. And I'm sitting there going, yo, when you gonna give me the money?
Are we talking over $2 million?
It's about that. When he finally does bring up the actual situation, he acted like he didn't know anything. Like, I didn't tell y'all to do that. I didn't tell you to do that. Like, Floyd, he ain't that, man. I'm telling you, man. Like, if they push me to a certain point, I'll mess up in front of everybody. Because it's just the way I'm brought up. Like, I never ran from anything because I didn't have nobody to go to. I've always had where I'm going, home to get me.
However, after Floyd was released from prison, 50 Cent expected some acknowledgement for his efforts. He wanted to discuss the money he had invested and requested repayment. To his surprise, Floyd seemed either unaware or pretended not to recognize the investment. When the issue was finally addressed, Floyd denied ever asking 50 Cent to make the investment, and he never returned the $2 million that was at stake. This unresolved financial dispute severely strained their relationship, eventually leading to their fallout and turning them from close friends into bitter enemies. The breakdown of their friendship was fueled by a lack of communication and trust, showcasing how financial matters can sometimes destroy even the strongest of bonds.
My thing is that we can't fuck up the money. We can't fuck up the money no matter what. We can fuck up a lot of things. We can fuck up the club. We can fuck up a house. We can fuck up a car, but we can't fuck up the money.
So you mean to tell me at the minute where your uncle and...
I knew a fine was coming instantly.
You knew a fine was coming?
I knew it.
But not one piece of your thing said, let me go snuff
I couldn't do
Judah real quick.
No.
No?
I was already taking care of business.
Okay, all right. You said, fuck that, let's stay on the back.
Let's keep it, my thing was this. We're professionals.
Right.
I'm not an amateur. This is not a street fight. So when you're a professional and you're a veteran, you got experience.
Wow.
Floyd Mayweather is known for his extravagant lifestyle, and recently, he showcased just how far he's willing to go to spoil his loved ones. In a display of wealth and generosity, Floyd took his grandson on a shopping spree like no other. He walked into a high-end store with millions of dollars in hand, ready to spend without hesitation. The shop was filled with luxury items from designer clothes to expensive accessories, and Floyd made it clear that he would buy whatever his grandson desired. As the shopping spree unfolded, Floyd proudly flaunted his fortune, openly saying, "I will buy whatever he wants." The sheer amount of money he brought to the store left onlookers stunned. His lavish spending habits were on full display as he indulged his grandson with items most people could only dream of affording. The experience was more than just a shopping trip. It was a testament to Floyd's success and the lifestyle he's cultivated over the years. While some may see this as a symbol of excess, for Floyd, it's a way to share the fruits of his hard work and remind everyone just how much he's accomplished.
Hey. This is how the champ does it. Yo, straight off the press conference we're over here at Neiman Marcus, this is how you do it, huh? Always.
Well, right now, I'm here because I got to get my grandson something, you know. I have to spend a little bit.
You've been doing it like this ever since I've known you.
And you know it.
It don't stop. Look at this. Something. What I mean, grandson's super blessed. What are you getting him? Little piece or
whatever he wants.
Whatever he wants. Look at that. This is. I'm looking at $1 million right here.
There ain't no million. That's probably like a half.
Half. Yeah.
Half.
It's definitely up there.
520.
It's definitely up there. You got your protection right here.
A little while.
That's what's up. All right. Cool. Lucky grandkid.
Floyd Mayweather has made flaunting his wealth a signature part of his public image. Beyond his lavish mansions and extensive collection of luxury cars, he's equally known for his obsession with high-end watches and private jets. In one of his recent videos, Mayweather was seen aboard his private jet, casually speaking into the camera as if delivering a public service message, but with a twist. With stacks of cash beside him, he urged people to start tipping their private jet pilots, claiming it's just the respectful thing to do. He acted like he was casually sending a reminder to the world, while actually flexing the fact that he tips his pilots thousands of dollars per flight. The entire scene was dripping with extravagance, gold accessories, designer clothes, and an aircraft that screamed luxury. It wasn't just about generosity. It was about reinforcing his brand as Money Mayweather. His message wasn't really about tipping. It was a way of letting everyone know that he operates in a financial league of his own. While some might view it as over-the-top or arrogant, for Floyd, it's all part of the lifestyle he's built and proudly showcases to the world.
Everybody that got their own jet, you always got to tip your pilots no matter what. I don't care if it's a couple hundred, a couple thousand, you got to tip your pilots. Now today, I got to tip my pilots 1,000 apiece because it was kind of rough.
Floyd Mayweather has proudly boasted that he made over $100 million from his iconic fight against UFC star Conor McGregor. The 2017 boxing match was a global spectacle, blending the worlds of boxing and MMA in a way never seen before. UFC President Dana White has often called it one of the biggest events in combat sports history, not just for the hype, but also for the financial success it brought. The buildup was massive, with fans from both sports eagerly tuning in. According to White, the fight broke multiple records, including pay-per-view sales and total revenue, surpassing even some of Floyd's past high-profile bouts. It wasn't just a fight, it was a cultural moment. Mayweather's undefeated record, McGregor's bold crossover, and the sheer level of attention it received turned it into a financial powerhouse. The success of the event solidified Floyd's legacy as both a boxing legend and a master businessman.
What's the biggest fight you've ever had?
Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather, which ironically is a boxing event, but it's the biggest combat sports fight ever.
What did that gross?
It did 4.4 or 4.5 million buys at $100 a buy.
Yeah. So that worked out okay.
It did.
But after all the lavish spending and public displays of wealth, Floyd Mayweather has reportedly found himself entangled in serious financial trouble. Despite making hundreds of millions from fights like the one against Conor McGregor, sources suggest that Floyd has faced bankruptcy and owes money to various people and businesses. One of the most talked about examples is his alleged incident in Dubai, where he was reportedly held over unpaid jewelry. The story spread fast, raising eyebrows and questioning just how stable his finances really are. This isn't just an isolated case. Floyd has also faced issues with the IRS, accused of dodging taxes even while flaunting millions in cash online. These repeated incidents paint a picture of someone who may have lost control of his money. It's no longer just about spending, it's about the consequences. Each controversy chips away at his credibility and public image. While he once stood as a symbol of ultimate success and wealth, these financial messes suggest a much different reality behind the scenes. Floyd's story serves as a reminder that no amount of money can guarantee long-term financial stability, especially when reckless spending and poor financial decisions become a habit rather than an exception.
Well, it turns out that the rumors were true, and Floyd Mayweather has been trapped in Dubai for the last 50 days. Gervonta Davis was the first to claim it. Now multiple insider sources have confirmed that he is in fact trapped in Dubai for a debt that has nothing to do with boxing. After doing a little digging, it seems that someone in his camp, while he was shopping for jewelry in Dubai, stole one of the pieces, got away with it, and then blocked all communication with Mayweather. Since then, Floyd has already paid for the jewelry, but they refuse to let him go until they get their piece back. And allegedly, this guy right here is the thief that started this whole mess.
Chael Sonnen, known for his sharp tongue and brutal honesty, didn't hold back when he took aim at Floyd Mayweather. Floyd's problem isn't earning money, it's spending it, Sonnen remarked, cutting straight to the heart of what many see as Mayweather's modern-day reality. Once revered for his unmatched skill and unbeaten record, Floyd is now more often seen as a symbol of excess than excellence. The passion, the hunger that once drove him to become the best ever, seems overshadowed by an obsession with wealth and image. He no longer steps into the ring to prove a point or cement his legacy. He does it to keep the lifestyle afloat. The sprawling mansions, the private jets, the million-dollar shopping sprees, they're not just status symbols, they're shackles. He's gone from chasing championship belts to chasing bank deposits. In a world that once admired him for his discipline, many now watch with a mix of fascination and concern. Floyd Mayweather, once a fighter driven by greatness, now appears to be a man cornered by his own creation, fighting not for glory, but for the glimmer of the next payday.
No, Floyd's not going to do MMA, but he is going to box again. He's enjoying this attention. It's been very smart what he did. I think it surprised him. I think he was just going out to have a little bit of fun. I don't think he realized he could get 4 and 5 weeks of headlines out of this, but he does need to box again, for sure. I mean, you call it breaking news, but I will tell you unequivocally right now, Floyd Mayweather does and is planning to box one more time.
And the motivation behind getting into a ring again to box when he said he's retired, why do it?
Floyd's broke. You got to understand, the only thing more embellished than Floyd Mayweather's pay-per-view numbers is Floyd Mayweather's net worth, and he made a lot of money. But remember this, it does not matter what you made, it matters what you kept, and he is a dum-dum.
So anyone, Floyd's made $1 billion. Floyd has gotten $300 million for Pacquiao, $300 million for McGregor. That might be true, but that money does not exist anymore. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, so Mike Tyson, he did real well too. Evander Holyfield, again, it's not what you made. And don't forget, boxing and MMA math, whatever that number is, you get 30% of. So 30% of $1 billion, he still did really well, but not when you're spending money like that. I mean, that's just the way it works. We've seen a progression of these guys, one after the next, that all end up the same way. And that's broke, and they're just not smart with their money. And, I mean, that's all it comes down to. I'm not even trying to bag on Floyd. Look, he's just not a very bright guy. He's surrounded with even less bright guys. This is the way it works when you're a boxer and you go spend that kind of money. If you ever buy things that cost money to own, you're going to be broke.
As everyone became aware of Floyd Mayweather's extravagant lifestyle and financial struggles, even industry figures began to comment on it. Prominent boxing promoter Eddie Hearn openly acknowledged Floyd's status as one of the greatest boxers in history, but he didn't shy away from criticizing his post-retirement choices. Hearn pointed out that while Floyd may have been unbeatable in the ring, his spending habits have caught up with him. According to Hearn, the reason Floyd continues to do exhibition matches, even after retiring, is simple. He needs more money to sustain his lifestyle. Rather than focusing on preserving his legacy, Floyd seems more interested in quick paydays. These exhibition fights, often against influencers or lesser-known fighters, may bring in millions, but they also spark criticism and disappointment among boxing purists. Hearn suggests that the more Floyd spends, the more he needs to earn, creating a cycle that keeps him chasing money long after his legendary career should have been sealed with respect and finality.
How about Mayweather?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think that Mayweather was unquestionably one of the best ever. But I don't know. I mean, it's difficult to say he's not a true fighter because he fought everybody he could of his era. But he was a different kind of skill set, He was very much hit and don't get hit, which is the art of boxing. I think sometimes when these guys carry on and they do the exhibitions and all that kind of stuff, it just sort of diminishes the legacy a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
And that's what I feel like's happened with Mayweather.
Why do you think he does those things, though? Do you think
For money.
But do you
I don't think he's got the money he says. That's what I think.
I think he still needs the money
I don't
after
think
all
he
these
needs
years.
the money. But you know when you got that lifestyle, right? So when you're spending what he's spending...
It's a lot of expenses.
Yeah.
Floyd Mayweather didn't stay silent after Eddie Hearn's remarks about his financial troubles. He questioned why Eddie would speak on his money matters and responded by claiming he still has everything: his mansions, luxury cars, private jets, and more. Floyd made it clear he believes people are just unaware of what he truly owns. He used this moment to defend his image, trying to prove he's still living large. But even with all his attempts to show he's still wealthy, the reality of his current situation tells a different story. The flashy lifestyle might still be there on the surface, but deep down, Floyd's financial condition seems unstable. His repeated exhibition matches, unpaid debts, and reports of being held over money issues suggest he's struggling to maintain what he once had. No matter how much he tries to prove otherwise, the signs of a declining financial state are clear. What once was a symbol of success is now a warning of how quickly it can fade.
So one day, somebody, because you know I don't have social media on my phone, so they showed me Eddie. Eddie was like, Floyd Mayweather ain't got no money, that's why he doing exhibitions. No, Eddie don't believe that now.
Yeah. But Eddie will say some shit like that, man.
Eddie will say some shit, but no, one thing, don't worry about that, but me and Eddie got it clear, didn't we, Eddie?
Yeah.
One thing, me and my buddy got it clear.
We said as long as it's 10 or 20, no problem. Anything less, can't be less than 10, because then we're struggling for money.
I had to show Eddie some of the account. Eddie, hold on.
Imagine how much money Floyd Mayweather would have made if I was his promoter back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned until next time.